Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Aeos, our weekly 5th edition D&D campaign run by the very own Dammit Berry. I am Sean. I'm just going to go through our announcements real quick before we get started. So we've got a lot of awesome things happening here on GGK and other places for you to check out if you are so inclined for more RPG streaming fun. Coming up this week, after this game, our next stream will be on Thursday, which will be at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to be playing our All Miss Are True campaign, which Savannah runs. We are playing Tales from the Loop, kids on bikes, still dealing with birds. So come and join us for that. Saturday will be our stream following All Miss Are True. Will be Saturday night's Thunderball. Thank you, Alex. Which I run. It's another 5th edition game, playing Dungeons and Dragons, doing sport stuff. The group is currently they just won their qualifying match for the Grand Thunderball Invitational Tournament. So they will be climbing up the ranks there, hopefully winning it all and taking home the big prize, which haven't really gotten into. We're just playing the sport and having fun doing it. So we're getting into it there. If you haven't caught any episodes so far, come and join. It's super casual and super fun. That's at 3 o'clock Eastern time every Saturday. Sunday this week, I will be back running another session of The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, which is our sort of mini series, formerly Pathfinder, now D&D 5th edition campaign. We are in our penultimate episode, where the crew has just entered a creepy dungeon hoping to find the gemstone they've been seeking for the last 8 sessions, and hopefully answers to a lot of mysteries still lingering out there. That is going to be at 4 o'clock Eastern time this Sunday. So come join us. Other than that, that'll bring us back to next Tuesday. Some of our off streams from Thursdays every other week. So next Thursday, you can catch our brand new game, Elegant Suffering, which is a good society game that our very own Greek Sid is going to be running. You can watch that at the same time as All Miss Are True. That's at 8 o'clock every other Thursday. It's Jane Austen and a bunch of fancy English folk trying to accomplish lots of different things. So it's a lot of fun, very RP based, token based system. So no dice, just some good old fashioned storytelling. And then on off weeks from Sundays, which we just had a session of 2 days ago, and we'll have one in 2 weeks. Slang 101, another game Savannah runs, Monster of the Week. And we're currently fighting vampires, and some of us are doing so without clothes on. So it's wild, and unfortunately, we had some technical issues last session. So anyone who is watching, thank you for bearing with us. I think we've got that all ironed out. Squirrel chewed through our internet line, so we had that replaced, and we should be good to go now. So we'll see how this game turns out. And that's it. Follow us on Discord, Twitter, follow us here on Twitch, YouTube, all those links below. And you can find all other good things that are happening. Oh, one other thing, because I forgot to mention it. In 2 weeks from this, or a week from this Friday, right? Do I have that date right? On the 22nd of May this month, Savannah is going to be running a new game on Encounter Roleplay called Heroes Next Door. It's a masks game, so teenage superheroes. It's going to be for 6 weeks, and I think you mentioned before it's going to be based around prom. So a bunch of teenage superheroes trying to get dates to prom. I'm going to be playing in it, and LB Hack'em Up from Slang 101 is also going to be playing in it. So come hang out and watch. That's going to be every Friday starting on the 22nd at 3 o'clock over on Encounter Roleplay, and we'll probably be hosting it here too. So that's it. I think that's it. Anyone have any other announcements or anything that I missed? No. Okay. Well, I'll turn things over to Alex for the recap.
Previously on Aeos, we had just rescued the princess, found out that apparently the Kingsguard had the hots for Folan, and so Curiosity and Folan had a bit of a heart-to-heart about that. They agreed that while Rana was very attractive, he was still a Kingsguard, and so that would not work out. This conversation eventually led to them having a dinner date together. But when we got back to Freevale, we finally confronted Finn on just everything that had been happening. But we also found out that he was missing an arm because he had found the fourth ring artifact in the basement, wanted to try it on, started turning his arm to stone, so he cut it off before it could petrify all of him. He told us that we four were apparently part of a prophecy that I'm trying to find the precise wording that will bring about the end of time. So we obviously were very concerned about that and tried to grill him. Found out that these prophecies came from a former acquaintance of Finn's and the other members of the group that were going after the Knights of the Sacred Flame, a victor who believes that the best course of action regarding us four potential apocalypse bringers is just kill us. Finn thought otherwise, and one thing led to another, and that's why we are in our current circumstance. But we decided it was about time to start sprucing up Freevale, get it into shape. So we got Chester, our tabaxi merchant friend, set up in town. We went back to Emberwell, where we met Karnan's son and his friend, a blacksmith and inventor pair, who apparently have a car, which I guess only Curiosity knows what a car is. The rest of us have never seen one before. And so they agreed to go and become the resident smithy in Freevale. We decided to head on down the big old Emberwell and check out the cave that we had previously ignored. Inside, we found some fire newts who were worshiping someone who was gonna, bring about, awake the master and burn the world. So we're like, no, we can't let that happen. So we fought them. They called out to their master, which turned out to be a fire elemental, which is charging at us straight down the tunnel, and that is where we left off.
Okay. As I said, we left off with the fire elemental charging you down a tunnel. So can I get everyone's roll for initiative?
I was way too zoomed in, and I was like, "Where's my token?" I was just looking at a big orc's face.
Roll20 did so much better than I did.
Yeah, I'm about to see how I do. Oh.
Okay, everyone's got their tone in properly.
Yeah.
Okay, well that means Fallen, you get to go first as this giant, massive, solid, altering thing of fire comes charging at you.
If I remember right, we had kind of gone in and like turned, and it's like at the end of the hall. We're at the other end of the hall. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I mean, I'm only gonna do what I do best, which is shoot at it. Is it close enough for me to shoot with hand crossbows?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can reaches in its turn without dashing, but distance wise, like you could walk up to it. And
okay, then I will shoot at it before moving the other way. Because Bolin now has a fear of fire. Okay, so first shot. That's not great, but that's a 13.
13 hits.
All right. Let's be that's gonna be 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points piercing. Done.
And the second strike. That is a lot. 23.
That hits.
And I'm gonna do my second arcane shot on this one too. So I'm gonna do a grasping arrow.
Okay.
So that's 3. I don't know if I need to keep track of the magical versus non-magical damage, or is it okay?
You would have
So
seen with
just
the first bolt when it's gone in, it kind of disintegrated as it hit, like it hit, but you were expecting it to do more damage if there was more mass hitting it.
okay. So just the bolt itself is 8 points of damage, and then it is 10 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And then it is restrained by the or not technically restrained, but it's grappled by the thorns.
As you do that, you see the same thing with the bolt. It kind of burns up as it hits. And then when you see your thorns go around, you see as soon as they start growing, they just start burning off. And you don't think either of that worked on it.
Okay, so it won't need to make a, or it won't be.
It can't be
movement
poisoned
reduced.
or restrained or grappled.
Okay. Darn. Okay. I think that is my turn. I will just sort of back out of the hallway.
Cautiously but quickly.
Yes.
Okay, curiosity.
Is suddenly acutely aware of how many of her spells are fire-based.
I know that feeling.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch at it.
Okay.
It's really the only one I got that's not fire. That's not very good. Well, 15?
Yeah.
Great. That is 5 necrotic damage.
5 necrotic. You have used this spell before, and it looks like it's doing the exact same as it has every other time you've hit somebody with it.
Love that. Feel good about that. I'm gonna run away now.
Okay. I just need to confirm with you, Sean. Your crossbows aren't magical.
They're not, no.
Okay.
I run away.
Now the
Did I
big
do
guy's turn.
Did I do any damage to it?
Yeah, it's half.
Okay.
With
Just
your
making sure.
Piercing, immune to poison, and restraint.
Cool. Yeah.
Like
No,
I said, you saw
I don't.
some damage, but it's not as much as you thought because it kind of burnt up and kind of like just reached it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't get my magic shit until 7th level.
That's all good.
Then everything
to
I
know.
touch is magic.
Throw these things out, including the dinner you cook.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Sol, you got in between the sorcerer and where he was heading.
Yep.
So unfortunately, that's going to make you the first person this thing charges.
Yep.
I guess it's going to just run up to you. And it does 2 attacks. Okay, melee weapon attack number 1 does a 17 hit.
17 misses.
Okay, does a 22 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I moved all my room around and all my dice went everywhere, so I hope I'm trying to find them all still. That is 12 fire damage.
Okay.
The target is a creature or a flammable object, it ignites. So you are now on fire until you take an action to douse the fire. Otherwise, you take 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the fire elemental's turn. I just want to remind everyone, running is always an option if things get too rough. I warned you at the start of the game, something's maybe too strong at your current level. So just putting it out there, doesn't make you cowards if you live to fight another day. Not saying you have to.
Thanks, Dungeon Dad.
Aeos.
All right. Bonus action. Gonna try and smack this thing with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, pretty sure that's gonna hit. What's your proficiency bonus? 2. 26.
Yep.
Ow. 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then action. I'm gonna burn 6 charges off my wand of magic missiles.
It's not like the whole wand on it. Just
no, this has 7 charges. I don't want to risk it breaking. So 4. 16, 22, 24 plus 9 is 33 damage.
oh, I think he has a new target. That hit him so hard. He's probably get hit by the spiritual weapon, turns around and sees it's just the weapon floating by itself. As it turns around to see what's happening back where everyone's from, it's just 6 missiles hitting him all over. And he's kind of like, you know, when in Terminator 2, when the liquid Terminator gets hit and like a little bit goes missing and that reforms, just part of his body's just missing each time it gets hit, and it's just slowly reforms back, and it's not looking. It's probably slightly smaller than it was because it is injured now,
Okay.
but it's still terrifyingly there.
All right. I'm going to use my move action to get 30 feet away from it.
Run away. So, start of your turn. 2 fire damage. As your clothes are on fire and maybe some of your feathers a little bit.
Yeah. So everyone backed up, right? Everyone's moving back out. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't accidentally leaving curiosity there. So gonna.
Oh no, I ran.
Yeah. So gonna bonus action, key point step of the wind to disengage, and action to put out the fire. So I think I just move back with a big flap of the wings, maybe knock it back just a little bit, and just turn it and zoom 60 feet back out into the cavern. I'm gonna try and fly up so that I'm hopefully out of its melee range.
Okay, so your little step of the wind back, I'm picturing the blow of the wings to do that also would have made enough air to put all the fire out. And as everyone else is just casually running back 30 feet, you just see Sol just zoom straight out of the tunnel and up.
Still leaving a smoke trail. But yeah, I think he would still, make it back out to the cave where we fought the fire newts in, get as high up in there as he can, not like out into the big cave yet.
Okay, so just above like the entrance to this little tunnel.
Yeah, not gonna abandon everyone, but also don't want to be within melee range of it.
Okay. Fallen.
Yeah, same deal. So do I have since it's about where we started at, from where I'm at, can I see it to take more shots?
depends how far around the corner you ran. If you just went slightly round, I'd say you could step out and shoot it, knowing that you'd probably need to do that. Or you may have to use some of your movement to get back into line of sight.
Yeah, I think I moved. I'm sort of useless in this fight anyway. I moved probably most of my movement speed. I would be trying to put myself between like Curiosity and like Avelios and this thing though.
Cool.
The best I can.
So,
Even though I'm the only one out of the two of them that is not resistant to fire. So this is probably stupid, but I am trying to kind of pull up the back.
well, then, yeah, we can say you can move like 5 foot back in to take a shot, then that gives you 25 feet of movement
25.
to.
Okay.
Right.
I'll do that. I'll step back in just to take 2 more shots at it pointlessly, and as a heroic person might do. So first shot, that was really good. That's a lot. 28.
28. Yeah, that hits.
I hope so. Max damage, 11 points of damage. And then second shot, 15 or 16.
Yep.
For 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I run the other way
Run.
with my 25 feet of movement.
Okay. Curiosity.
Can I see it from where I ran to?
You can use some of your movement. If you used all your movement last time, probably you could get back to where you were.
Nope, no thanks. I run away. I dash
running.
out into the cavern.
Yeah, Curiosity's just.
Nope.
I've researched enough of this.
I think I've seen enough.
It can't climb, can it? Because
Can it?
Fire
I don't
can't go
believe
through
so.
doors.
It's not a ghost.
you don't
Not
have
ghosts.
doors. It's like, can you climb up the rope or the chain fast enough to prevent it from getting out of the well and just decimating the town?
I dash away.
Okay. Oh, Avelios, my friend. You hit it hard and you're the only thing left in.
Oh no.
Well, you would be the first thing it comes across. So, just hearing, I don't know if you've ever like heard the sound of like a bushfire just raging really fast.
No.
Oh, it sounds terrifying. That's all you're hearing from behind as you're running. As this thing can move faster than all of you except maybe Flying Soul or Dashing Curiosity. And it is caught up to you so far, Savelios. And it's going to go for 2 attacks on you. The first one being a 16.
That hits.
And the second attack being a 17.
Also hits.
Okay. Oh, first attack was max damage. So that is 15 fire, cut in half your ring.
Yeah.
Oh, and again, max damage. Oh, I'm so... I'm sorry, but the fire elemental's not, to be honest. You did just hit it hard. So another 15 cut in half, so another 7.
All right.
You are on fire.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't...
Yeah, you might drop at the start of your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. We'll see.
Let me roll this d10 then. I rolled a 1.
Still up. 2 hit points.
The chance of me rolling a 6 or higher to kill you was less than you surviving.
All right. Well, first off, I guess I probably should see if I still have Dragon Breath. I took damage twice. Yeah.
It's not your constant. Oh, it was your spell? Yeah.
Yeah. Um. All right, so I'm good on that. Yeah, I have to heal myself. So bonus action, I'm going to have the spiritual weapon come in and smack it. No, I'm not, because I rolled a 2 on the die. As unless a 9 hits it.
Unfortunately, no. So what spiritual weapon comes up, and you kind of waver a little bit in wanting to antagonize this thing any more than you have. So
You know what? I haven't used my favored by the gods, I don't think. Let's see if I can turn that into a hit.
go for it.
So I can roll 2d4 on a failed attack or save and add it. Okay. How about a 15? That makes
That
it a
hits.
15. Yeah. Okay. For 10 radiant damage.
Okay, this guy is looking rough compared to where he started.
Okay. Nope, gotta heal myself. It's very tempting to try and breathe ice on him, but I'm gonna use a second level spell to cure wounds myself. Okay. So what is that? I heal 15.
You're 15. Are you moving to provoke an attack of opportunity?
I nope.
Okay, so you bring your weapon in, stand there on fire, and heal yourself. Got it.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Back to where I was before I took any fire damage.
So,
All right, Saul's gonna fly back in, kind of, I guess, hover over Velios, or no, gonna want to breathe ice on him, but don't want to hit a Velios. So positioning myself to do that. So
if you aimed above Ivelios, like looked up a little bit, so the bottom of like the cone just hit the head of the fire elemental, I'll let you do that.
yeah, so gonna do that. So it needs to make a dex save against Velios's DC.
15.
Yes, that's that's a 12.
Okay, so it takes 13 cold damage.
13 cold damage. Done. You see all of its flames, which were flickering off of its body, start getting smaller and smaller. It's now getting close to like where you, like a campfire's just dying out. Every so often there's a big flick of flame, but it's not working that well for him.
Yeah, it's still up though, so I will fly in even closer, do key point patient defense for the dodge action. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't punch it after having breathed ice, but I am gonna try and present myself as the come get me, but also give it disadvantage on attacks. So I am flying right in its face now. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm swooping
so
it.
you're above Avelios, just like, come on, hit me instead.
Yep.
Oh, these things aren't smart. Fallen.
Fallen's like mid-step, about to do the same thing as Saul, and sees that, says, never mind. It just takes a step back and keeps shooting. So I'm gonna shoot 2 more shots at it.
Okay.
Just whittling away. That's a 23.
Hits.
I'm rolling really good on this damage. So my next one will be a 1. It's 10 points of damage. And 17.
That hits.
It was a 1. 6 points of damage. It's like I'm psychic or something.
I'm not gonna lie, if you had a magical weapon, this thing would be dead.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Feeling that
This
right now.
thing is now looking like a little baby fire elemental if it shrunk in size for damage.
And yeah, I just keep moving a little bit the other way, back up near Curiosity.
Okay, Curiosity.
I just saw all my friends start to run away and then turn around and go back.
You heard one of the friends didn't quite make it all the way running away, so we went back to save him.
I go back.
You were just making sure the exit was clear for everyone.
Yeah, it better be. Turn around, go back.
Okay, as you go back, yeah, you see 2 people standing in front of the fire elemental. You see Fallen just shooting bolts at it, getting frustrated that they're not doing as much damage as they should be. And if you're going to do a long-range attack with the little pyramid stand in the way, it's going to be a disadvantage because you got heaps of people in front of it as well.
That's fine. That's all I can do, so I'm gonna cast Chill Touch. Don't let me down. $15?
It's
Meow. That's 6 necrotic damage.
how do you do this?
I come back around the corner, just peek around the corner, and then I hate caves. I'm never going back in a cave again. And then I peek back around the corner and I grab onto my amulet and just like stick a finger out, and the like creepy like blue hand just sort of like flies towards it and just kind of smothers the rest of the flames. And then I duck back around the corner. Is it gone?
Seems like it.
Who shot?
Yeah, it had 6 health left. 2 fire damage to you, Aeos.
All right, I'll take an action and put myself out.
So you can. As you put the fire out, you feel a burning sensation where the ring is. Lasts for a couple of seconds and then dulls a bit.
I think that did something to the ring, you guys.
Yeah, it probably melted it to your skin.
Looking a little concerned, I'll check to see if the ring is melted to my skin.
Nah, slides off normally.
Not that. I don't know. Just kind of like burnt for a second there.
If yours power, if it does something with fire, or does Curiosity just have to take a bunch of baths? What do Fullin and I have to do? Do I have to punch a bunch of rocks?
I guess I gotta just jump off something. A lot.
I imagine it's a tad more complicated than that, but I really think we can probably discuss it not in this cave.
Yes.
We should see where it
Please?
came from, though. Down the cave.
Really?
I mean, we took care of it. Might as well just see where it came from.
Maybe
Probably
another
something else
one.
down there.
Or many other ones.
Oh, we just like take a quick power nap here, and then move on. It's nice and warm. Good for your muscles. No?
I'm looking at Saul and Aeos like,
I mean, sounds like a plan to me.
of course it does.
Or I can just go down myself, see what's down there.
No.
and
That's worse.
I gotta admit, I am curious what else is down there. But after...
Is that a jab directly at me?
No. But we definitely should take a breather first. Here, I'll make this nice and cool and just gonna spend the next few seconds breathing ice just like on the walls and floors to make sure it's not too uncomfortable or hot.
Oh
It
yeah.
turns into a sauna.
We got what? 6 rounds left of ice breath. We can just go around.
Curiosity's
cool at the
hair is like
start.
this big.
So what's the plan, team?
Think to take a short rest and then check out what's in there. We could also go up the chain back out to the surface, short rest, then come back down.
That's more crossing that chasm though, and more chances that one of us is going to fall into it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Unless we've gotten good enough at this, we don't have to roll every time.
You didn't have to roll to come across this time
Did we not? Okay, I didn't remember.
because you weren't like level 1 or 2.
I
Sure,
think someone did a roll to see how cool they were when they did it.
that's right.
I'm trying to
Okay.
remember which one of us that was.
I tried to remember which one that was
I'm
because I think that
looking at
happened.
Ivelia, so
I don't,
That
I
sounds
don't think
right.
it was me.
Are you sure?
I did not take a note down on that.
Yeah. yeah, I mean, then if we can go across safely, then yeah, go back to the other side, rest up for a bit, and then come back.
just crash at Edge Dad's place. He won't mind.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
no
still
one's
got
there,
some-
right?
Yeah.
No one's there.
Probably some extra paninis lying around. It sounded like he made too many for his son.
Unless this thing respawns if we leave the area.
You did not complete the encounter. It respawns.
Damn it.
I will just go home.
Back to the eastern continent, or like to
Yes,
back?
all the way home to the other continent.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's another one, I'm down to 3 first level spells, and both my spiritual weapon and dragon's breath is going to go away while we're short resting. So no more big fights.
Mhm.
I'm good on spell slots, but I'm just afraid to touch anything, really. And most of my shit is fire. It'll be fine.
I mean, I'm good to keep going. I get a couple things back on the short rest. I haven't been touched, so
We can do a short rest, though,
whatever.
because I want to roll a hit dice.
Yeah,
Okay.
short rest.
Short rest at Edge Dad's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
Okay.
go have lunch and then come
well, I
back.
can just jump down the pit a couple more times and see if my ring activates too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I really want your ring to activate when you take full damage. So if you don't use it, I'm just picturing you just jumping off and face plant. Doesn't activate. Damn it! Take me higher.
Just keep out Saul flat me up and just dropping me for distances.
50
that'd
feet
be
didn't
funny.
work. Take me higher.
I'm just trying to think how long would curiosity be exasperated, and then how long would it take until she starts like documenting the experiments?
I think there'd be 3 stages to it. I think she'd be exasperated and then start documenting the experiments, and then it would get to a point where she would try to talk you guys out of it, which would be impossible because you don't really ever listen to her that well with your weird experiments, so she'd eventually just cast snare under you.
A reverse bungee jump.
Like, you're done. Time out, everyone.
Yeah.
You will hang there. Think about your actions.
Right, rolling some hit dice.
Yes.
Mm.
Where was her hit dice?
Only fire elementals were smarter. He just would have ran through people. Just would have caught you all on fire as he's going for that last person. Chasing curiosity down. It's like, get back here.
Hey, I rolled just enough. I love it when that happens.
Yay.
All right.
Well, I'm back
Yep.
up to full, which, as you guys know, is a ton.
Yeah, I'm at full as well.
Yep, full and got all my key points back.
Well, it sounds like you guys are ready for another big fight.
I do still have all my spell slots.
I'm good to go.
Second fire
I'm
elemental climbs out of Edge Dad's forge and he's like, "What you doing in here?" Okay, anything discussed on this short rest, or is it just everyone just sitting there, just like, "Fuck, do we just deal with heal?" And then it's like, "Well, back we go."
Curiosity, could you check Velios's ring? See if you can learn anything new from it?
Yes. It'll take a few minutes, but certainly.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Sure.
Boop.
I'll hand over the ring.
I'm
Did you
gonna,
just go, "Oop"?
I said boop.
It's the final verbal component of identify.
Boop. You have to boop the item. Yeah, I will cast Identify.
Identify. You do sense it could have more power. Like it's unlocked the property to make more power, but that itself is still restrained for some reason. So if you work out
Okay.
how to remove the restraint and let the ring become its true self and be able to make all powers used freely, you would know that the next thing that ring will be able to do is it can be used to cast the spell Burning Hands with no restrictions on how many times a day. Will probably take a spell slot, but
Oh,
I'll explain that the best I can.
to be able to cast Burning Hands using a spell slot, but right now the ring's like not able to do it.
So there's still something holding it back, essentially.
I'm thinking we need to unlock that door. That's what I'm thinking is holding it back.
I don't know, we could set you on fire again.
That's true.
I'm kidding.
Oh, well, I was game, but all right.
It's not a pleasant experience.
I mean, I suppose a few controlled burns wouldn't kill you.
maybe they don't unlock all the way until we use them to open the door.
That's what
Potentially.
I was thinking.
I wonder if they all have this middle stage, because if they do, is that going to affect us opening the door?
Oh, like if we're not ready yet?
Yes. I don't know. Just a potentiality.
I
That's
don't
what I
know.
said.
I'll jump in the campfire next time we have one, and we'll see if it does anything. And then
If we're going to set you on fire, I'd much rather do it myself.
that's really weird, but sure.
Well,
all right.
I just meant I can, control over magic and whatever. Are we going back in the cave?
I think so.
I think we should.
Yeah,
Let's go then. And Fulton just jumps into the hole again.
That is never not
Like-
going to terrify
Like
me.
Super Mario.
with the arm up as
Why?
I
Why?
think he does it just to get a rise out of you, except it's more of a fall.
his name's Fallen for a reason. Inspiration to myself. So like last time, Soul lowers the chain, everyone else climbs down, Soul flies up, wraps the chain up, they're all on the ground waiting for Fallen to get there. In his little Mario pose.
Do you keep the pose the whole way down?
Don't break character. Don't look at him either.
Like one of you goes past, I'm doing that. Another one goes past, and I'm like sleeping, and yeah, just like different poses. I do the stairway thing for a while.
The elevator.
I have no idea what that is, but I do that too.
You
Like
invent
you.
elevators.
Fulton doesn't know what an elevator is.
Like,
I,
hold
Sean,
on.
know what an elevator is.
Americans? Really?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying
Lift?
Fallen
Never
invents
seen an elevator.
elevators.
Oh my gosh. this elevator, the European or the American version?
American. I know in England, I think there are lifts over there.
Yeah. Like, I thought I chose the right one.
It was
My
just a
accent
very
changed
silly
it that
joke.
much that you thought it was chilly. Cross the road. Who's heading down the tunnel first? Who's heading into this other room?
I'll head in.
There is still light coming from the last room.
I will stealth ahead
Okay.
unless Aeos really wants to go first. I won't
I'll-
stop him.
I'll stop, but seeing people are trying to stealth. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Sure.
maybe we should go a little quieter, instead of just like running right in, saying hello. I was going to mention too, I guess if we're really worried about something being up there, we could do the same thing we did last time with the bank. And curiosity turned me invisible, and then I creep in, see what's there, come back.
I can do that.
See if there's like 6 more of those big guys down there.
Yeah, it would behoove us to know. Right. I will cast invisibility on Fallen. Please be careful.
I'll do my best. I give a smile as I begin to turn invisible.
Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
Okay. Stealth check.
Okay. Well, one of those was a 1, so that was good. The other one, 20.
20. Okay. You're invisible. That makes it work. And I'm thinking if you're not invisible and you're walking out of a tunnel into an open room, there's not many places you can hide. Just like, don't mind me, I'm just sneaking across. Okay,
Yeah.
as you enter this room, you see it looks like a throne room. It's got pillars going down with lights on there, and at the end there seems to be quite a large throne with what looks like a larger fire elemental just sitting on there, tapping his fingers on the armrest.
Okay.
Behind him, pile of treasure. And it's just
Does it seem to notice me at all? It's not like reacting to my presence there.
no, but it does look slightly different than the last one you fought. The last one you fought seemed to be just be fire. This one seems to have armor and weapons it can use as well. So
Okay. Do I see anything like a pile of treasure, just like gold, silver, gems? I didn't see anything like particularly interesting in the pile.
you see a nice looking chest.
It's gonna be hard to carry. How big is the chest?
You'd need 2 people.
Yeah.
Slightly
Nothing else,
larger
though.
than your standard chest. Like if you were playing Skyrim, you walk up, there's a chest which open, roughly that size.
Okay.
And all of this is within like 5 to 10 feet of this throne. So
Okay. I'm just gonna creep on back to the group. Not doing anything to to break the invisibility that Curiosity has, but as I come back and I do want to stealth around the group a little bit and like right behind Curiosity and just go boo.
Trying to decide if she yells or not. Yeah, I think it's just like, and then like she starts to yell and then covers her mouth. It's like, where are you? Oh wait, don't have to ask. I make him visible again.
It was all right.
Don't start hitting him. It doesn't hurt. Do that.
So there's another thing down there that we might not want to fuck with. Big elemental with armor and weapons and things like that. A lot of treasure though.
Well, sounds like it's his treasure then.
You know, a big chest. It might be something in there worth coming back for. You know, when everyone feels like tussling with something like that.
Sure, yeah.
Can I get strong enough to fight it one-on-one?
That sounds like a wonderful goal to set. For a day that is not today.
You know, or we could just go say hi, see what happens. But I assumed that probably just attack us like before.
The safe
All
bet.
right then. So back up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back up. And then
Although,
go-
I mean, do we need to tell the city about this? Do they need to know there's some giant scary elemental underneath their city?
We could if we felt like I mean, it's probably not a threat to the people around here. They just kind of sitting there doing its own thing. We kind of killed all of its followers now. And if we tell people about it, then they're just going to come down here and try to kill it, and then they get the treasure, and then we don't have it anymore.
All right, was just asking. Yeah.
I suppose it's possible it's been here for a long time.
So taking off then.
Diplomacy, aggression. What's the plan? Like, either you're leaving, you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
killing anyone in the town, or you just like, it seemed fine before, it's probably fine now.
That's Fulton's vote. Is it was fine before, probably still fine.
Could spend a little bit of time seeing, maybe asking around or listening in at a tavern, see if, do people come down and explore these caves at all, or do they just leave well enough alone?
I guess I had to get the treasure from somewhere. It is
feel like we
possible
should-
all that belongs to the town.
Well, if we tell someone like the mayor or whoever that, hey, elemental down underneath your city, maybe just leave it alone and don't mention the treasure to them. Because if we tell them there's treasure, someone's going to come down and get themselves killed. But
Yeah, I imagine if we tell them there's a giant monster, someone's gonna come down and get themselves killed is the problem.
we'll
So
leave a
what's the
note for
plan?
Karnan. Let him deal with it.
Just as a warning.
You would know better about the people of this town than we would.
Okay. So you're gonna leave a note for Edge Dad.
Yeah.
Seems like the best compromise.
Now, what is the plan? It has been a couple of days. Finn may have word back on some prophecies or some people you can hire. You were talking about investigating the meteor, which would involve, let me move you back to the map screen, which would involve heading down to Alicia. Being the closest town to where it landed.
Mhm.
Or you could just go walking off in a direction and see what we come across.
I think we had discussed a little bit last time the idea of heading down to Alicia to the meteor, see if we can't get some of the metal ourselves to bring back to the town and be like, hey, our town's got some of the meteorite.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
Mhm.
Though there is the potential concern then of if we do that and we don't yet have, a hired or trained guard force or defenses, are people, excuse me, are people just gonna come in and wreck our shit trying to get it from us?
Hmm.
Always the question.
I mean, we could wait to put the word out until after we hire people.
That is a possibility, but then again, it is also possible people will see you get the stone and release it before you're ready.
So,
His rumors, yo.
looking at the map, we are already closer to Alicia than Freevale, so it wouldn't make a ton of sense to go back to Freevale, check in, then come back and head down.
Wait, why don't I just call Finn?
Oh yeah, the sending stones.
So you're calling Finn? What are you?
What am I
Okay,
asking?
these aren't your normal sending stones. We're not restricted to one use a day, 25 word limit. 10 these are mobile phones. You're just like, sup, how's it going?
I call him.
Real time communication.
Hey, how's it
It just
going?
vibrates like a pager. It's like.
So yeah, I'll do that and just ask him for an update on got anybody looking good for guarding the town?
You hear Finn answer, but he doesn't start speaking to her. He's just like, don't put that, drop that, not there. Some. Yeah. Hello.
Finn.
Curiosity.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Sorry, it's a bit hectic here at the moment.
Sounds that way. We were wondering if you'd found anyone suitable or had any information about hiring guards for the town.
Yes, I have a couple of prospects. The next thing is just like, that's also prophecies. Oh, yep, just to the left. Just.
Oh, is it the books?
How many boxes did Avelia say they'd be bringing? How many prophecies is this guy in?
Apparently a few. Evelios, do you know how many prophecies you're in?
No idea.
He
did
doesn't
he
know.
specify just groups of 4, or did he just say every prophecy I'm a part of?
I think you know the answer to that question. Anyway, so we're going to head down to see this meteor thing. But we don't want to bring anything back without, reinforcements in case it's very valuable.
Okay, we could go the cheap option with new people, the median option with like retired adventurers who won't really want to learn anything else, or we could go like the elite option.
What do you all think?
I like the idea of a force that we could train up based on, our own needs, our own skills.
Plus, if we bring in people that already have experience as guards, they're just gonna, be acting like every other guard out there and just biases and assumptions and that sort of thing. This way, we can get people and sort of train them right.
Okay. All right. Yes. Let's do low tier.
Keep
Trainable.
option it is. Okay. They're still here at the moment, so I can let them know that they have a place to stay.
Wonderful.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Have fun. Next second, you just hear him yell out, "Get away from me! I'm not getting a prosthetic." And then it hangs
Bye.
up.
And those guys got there fast. I mean, yes, they have a car, but still, that's like 120 miles from Umberwell to Freevale.
There's no speed limits in Aeos.
But can the roads handle 60 miles an hour?
These guys, they just want in a town they can do their own building in.
All right. Well, Finn said they were already in town, so now they'll stay.
All right. So, gonna go find a meteor, or is there something else you wanted to do first?
Now, I do very much want to see this meteor.
And yeah, like I said, there's a solid chance this is prophecy related. I mean, it's a meteor, there's a prophecy about it. Right. Whether or not it's about us also.
Humans would write a prophecy about a pair of boots they liked.
I mean,
Only
yeah,
as a
those are some
human
boring
amongst you.
prophecies, the boot ones. I always hated those boot prophecies.
Okay, off to Alicia. On your little horses. So I've known there's two horses named. Have the other two people named their horses yet?
What
Yeah.
You
color
guys are
was
big
mine?
DM.
He said, pulling out a book.
I just wrote it down on a piece of paper I'm using as a bookmark.
Oh yeah. Page.
I don't know. Mine was silver. So
I
mine
think
has
mine's a
name.
chestnut. I'm trying to find which session we got them
No,
in.
Alex, it's a horse.
Yes. No, that was July. Where was the?
The day you met Chester.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I found it. Mine's reddish chestnut colored. So I think I'm gonna call my horse Helios. Just continue with
We
the
got-
sun theme.
Helios, Jojo. What was yours again, Savannah?
Caesar.
Caesar.
And Mindartus
Mindartus.
for my grandpa.
Avelis's grandpa or your grandpa?
My grandpa, no, Avelius.
It'd be so
Americans, yo.
rad if that was your grandpa's name.
Okay, the trip to Alicia, quite fine. The only interaction which you had on your way there would be a
Fire
traveling
elemental roll
merchant.
initiative. Okay.
Just a traveling merchant going by. Unless you rob him or what, just continues by.
How much gold do we have on us? Or did we leave basically all the heist gold back in Freevale?
I don't think we brought it all with us, probably. Because there was like some platinum in there and stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't we just like leave the platinum and we took the gold with us? Like, isn't that what we did? Use the
You
platinum to
gave
pay for stuff.
200 platinum to Finn.
Mm-hmm. I think we
which
still have
are-
some though.
Yeah,
Just got the
whatever's
400.
in the party inventory is what we still have.
Raises an interesting question with if this so what to peel back the curtain just a little bit, what we were talking about with the guards, Barry provided us a list of people to hire for the town, but the cheapest guards are 100 gold. If he has 200 platinum, what's he doing with all the rest of it?
Some other stuff.
1250 of it is used for resources to actually repair and build all your buildings. 100 for that.
And we got some
Then
other
there's
stuff we're gonna try to get to,
Yeah.
right?
250 for
Mhm.
either innkeeper and based on the cleric, and the rest can be used for either keeping aside for if a merchant comes along or training / upgrades.
Okay.
I found a list which gave like the going rate on a ton of stone and a ton of wood, like weight wise. So I did math, yo.
Good job.
Yay!
So proud. So, should we assume then that we have whatever is actually listed in the party inventory? I don't remember if we already subtracted platinum
I
from
believe you
that.
subtracted the gold for both scrolls, even though one hasn't been done.
Yes, we did that. I have the other scroll. We
The
can
Wand of Missiles.
Mhm.
take the little chest out of there because we gave that to Finn.
Big chest is also at
Mm-hmm.
the manor.
Or I guess we can leave it and just know that it's a home.
Mhm.
We probably put a divide in that sheet for what's at town
Mhm.
and on you. Unless you want a separate handout. That way you don't lose any of your items. You just know where they all are. That's a issue we can discuss in the future.
Mhm. But, yeah, how does this traveling merchant look? Look like you got any good stuff? Look like a successful traveling merchant?
He's got a couple of guards escorting him, and he's just traveling along, does the little awning, and then unless you go to stop him to try and buy stuff, he's just gonna keep going along.
Yeah, I'll stop him. See, just kind of, hey there, friend. What are you selling?
A bit of this, bit of that. You know, had a pretty successful run. Alicia restocked up a bit. It's quite busy down there. Everyone's like, meteorite this, meteorite that.
Has anyone found it yet?
It's in the middle of Storm Bay underwater, so there's a group of people discussing how they're going to get it out. And then you got those crazy people which just go out by themselves thinking if I cast out a big enough fishing line, it'll snag it. That's not gonna work, but whatever keeps them busy. Then you notice on the side of his cart, it's just fishing rods.
So I mean, any magic items or anything that
Well, have these
you're
four
selling?
magical fishing rods that could lift up a meteorite if the right four people tried to do it. 50 gold each, of course.
I look over at Curiosity like this is a fantastic opportunity.
But for you four, I'll drop it down to 100 gold total. Like, that's 50%.
If they worked so well, why are you coming back with a cart full of them?
Because I couldn't find four people who deserve these magical rods. The 2-4, those fancy horses heading there. You feel like nice people.
Might I take a look at one?
Yeah, they're just on the side. As you can see, looking is done with the eyes, not with the hands.
Might I examine one closely?
I can grab one down and hold it for you, and you can get a closer look.
Okay.
And he'll get down off his cart and grab one of the magical fishing rods and have a closer look at it.
Does this seem magic at all?
Roll me an Arcana check, unless you're doing detect magic or identify.
I have to touch it to identify it. Let's see. That's a 25.
This looks like the same fishing rod Folan had. Doesn't look magical at all.
Thank you so much for the generous offer, but I think we're going to pass.
Okay, so you don't want the meteorite. I was completely mistaken.
Oh no,
with
we do. I
how-
just don't want your fishing rods. You understand.
Just swim down there myself and get it. Kind of fluffs up a bit.
It's underwater, not up in the air. But okay.
Well, he did say swim.
Yeah, but and he fluffed himself up a bit, and he's got wings. I just didn't realize he knew the difference.
I'm sorry.
Well, you won't buy these magical rods. And you see his whole demeanor change from thinking you are easy suckers to he really starts to not like you. Because you're wasting his time right now.
Oh, we're wasting his time. Okay.
You stopped him.
You happen to have potions of water breathing or anything of the sort?
Nah, I don't need them when you can stay above water and fish.
Of course.
They're
Well, I'm
bad
sure
for the
that
other
you'll.
merchants.
I'm sure you'll find someone who wants your rod. But we'll go find someone else.
He's just gonna stand there. It's like, did he just imply?
Good luck.
No reply from this guy. He's still trying to work out if Boland just implied something else, and he's just really confused.
Oh, word of advice. If you're going to try to make junk look magical, you could at least put some sparkles on it or something.
It is magical, but then you see him as you leave, check and pull out a little notepad and write spark.
Sparkles. Glitter on his shopping list.
And if people are going to swindle us, I at least want them to try.
Wait, so that guy was lying?
Completely and totally. Those were the same sort of fishing rod that Folan carries around. No offense, just,
The
standard.
question is, does Fallen carry a magical fishing rod and you just pass up on 4 magical fishing rods?
I think I would know. No,
You've
standard
seen his
equipment.
survival and he caught a fish. Are you saying that's not magical? Okay. You didn't get swindled, or you didn't get 4 magical fishing rods. That could have made meteorite fishing so much easier.
We'll never know.
But I mean, if that guy's a crook running around cheating people, I'm not going to feel too bad. I think we could take his guards. We could rob this guy.
How is that any better?
One does not necessarily lead to the other. Like, I get your train of logic, but that's not how it works.
Wait, do you?
Kind of. Yeah, we're not going to rob him. That would make us the bad guys, and we've had quite enough of people thinking we're the bad guys.
Oh,
But
let's not cast aspersions. Just because you rob someone doesn't make you a bad guy.
We
I
have
mean,
all technically
depends
robbed
on
someone.
circumstances,
Like yesterday.
We'd be stopping him from cheating more people out of these phony magic fishing rods.
Well, he's just going to do it again. I'm sure he's already got money. He'll put a bounty on us. It'll just go in circles.
I mean, not if he's dead, because we robbed him and killed him.
I
Okay,
was going to
this-
say, I don't think you understand what robbing is. I don't think we should. I mean, the penalty for
assuming
lying
this-
is not death.
I'm assuming you're still riding as you're
Mhm.
having this discussion, not just standing there as he's like just slowly getting away.
I mean, we can't kill someone just because they lied.
Yeah,
Really?
that's
You
a
look
good point.
very confused. Yes,
I-
really.
Just seems like a normal reason to kill someone is all. I don't know.
Now, why?
I mean, the disrespect this guy showed us and trying to scam us into buying these magical fishing rods. I mean,
It's not
I would have bought those if you weren't carrying the money.
You don't execute people for lying. Lots of business people are swindlers. You don't just murder them.
You don't?
Well, I don't. Do you?
I mean, a few times, but always when my parents said to.
You know, what town are you from again? What city are you from again?
Where's the map?
Celestia, the Silver City.
Celestia, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, from Celestia.
I'm changed my mind about wanting to go visit there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait, did you want to before and now you don't want to, or did you not want to before and now you think you should?
I think we should just leave it as we want to less.
Right.
Why? You're not gonna try and lie and steal from my family, right? Like, you guys are good. You're my friends.
Right.
Oh.
Some of those
Right.
statements were true. We should keep writing.
All
I
right.
really want to know what statements were true.
I
The
have a
whole you
friend.
won't lie and cheat, or that you're friends. Like, we're friends, but hey, we will still try and lie and cheat your family because
It's what you do to family.
not to friends.
That's what my family mostly did.
No, they didn't. They thought you were trying. They thought you were bad.
Am I the only one who had anything approaching to normal childhood and family relations?
Yes.
It's fine, normal.
Wait, how many prophecies were you in?
None that I knew about until I ran into you three.
I
Then
still want
yes.
to point out this is the guy with the bag of teeth.
Yeah, that was
Forgetting
acquired in
about the bag of
adulthood. That's from adulthood, not childhood.
I don't know childhood.
I don't know what kind of childhood you have to, as an adult, just carry around a bag of teeth.
You were all messed up in your own lovable way.
I mean, you can't be a D&D adventurer unless you have something in your past.
I'm gonna make a nice happy pass for my guy. Screw it, I killed the whole family tragically. Lone survivor. Okay, you make it to Alicia as you're hooking up. It's like a big port town. You smell a lot of seafood. Like, it's just there. It just smells fishy.
In a good way or the fishy kind of way?
Depends. You like the smell of fish?
You know, that smelly smell.
If you like the smell of fish, it's the good way.
Smelly.
If you're asking if there's anything suspect going on, there are a couple of merchants which look like they could be family relatives of the guy you passed.
Gonna start a family feud between Velios's family and these poor merchants.
That is certainly a smell.
Is this normal?
I think Saul is just constantly kind of flapping his wings to try and keep the smell away from his face.
One townsfolk walks in like, new people. Yes, don't worry about the smell. You get used to it very soon. If you're looking for a place to stay, you may want to hurry up and book in, as I believe the inns are getting close to being full. The only one that isn't full right now is the Frog on the Log.
How quaint.
Yeah. Wait. Just, do you want directions to there?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. So you just go down the street, turn right down the dark alley, and keep going, and you'll come across it.
The way that
Don't
doesn't
worry,
take
the
us down a
alley's not
dark
that
alley.
dark. That's just the name of it. You'll see the sign pass. It'll be like the dark alley, and
Oh. Fun. Thank you.
just avoid the bright alley. That one actually is dark and dangerous. Whoever
Confusing.
decided, yes. Whoever named these streets was not the nicest person.
Well, thank you.
Okay, enjoy your time here, and if you get the meteorite, let me know.
Who are
And
you
he just
and
walks
why?
off without giving the name.
Wait. No. I don't know that I like this town.
If everyone's like him, it's certainly going to be a peculiar place.
Luckily, we're just here for one thing: get in, grab the meteorite, get back out.
Positive it'll be that simple.
Easy peasy.
Should try and find Karnan because he's supposed to be here. See if we can help him. See what progress he's made.
Or should we try to get a room or two? Just in case.
Probably.
Okay.
As you're heading towards the inn, who has the highest passive perception?
It ain't me.
I know it's not falling. I'm not even looking at you, buddy.
We got 13.
I think it's Avelios.
Oh no.
I love it when it's Avelios because he goes with anything I throw at you guys.
14.
Yes. This is easy. What do I want to sell you guys now? Avelios, you hear there's a bunch of, it's very crowded where you're walking, and of course you happen to be walking against the crowd. Everyone's away from the end, you're heading towards them, and you hear young kid's voice yelling out the name Darts. And you can hear him trying to get attention of someone going, has anyone seen my dog? Darts, anyone seen my dog? And you catch a little glimpse of him, and he's probably no older than 10. He's wearing a coat that's 2 sizes too big for him. And he walks up to you and he's like, excuse me, sir, have you seen my dog?
No. Has anyone seen this kid's? Well, I don't think so. What's your dog look like?
He's like a baby wolf pup is the best way to describe it. Oh, wait, no, he's not a baby anymore. He's grown up. A big black wolf.
You just have them in the city?
It's my dog. He just looks like a wolf.
So why did you confuse him with being a baby?
Because he was the other day, and then when I woke up, he was.
Just the other day?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems highly unusual.
Oh. Well, he did come from my shadow. So it kind of just went with it. I thought maybe a shadow dog kind of does just get big suddenly.
I seem to have used the phrase highly unusual too early in the story.
So you know what this young kid looks like? I found like a trailer.
Aww.
Oh, no.
All right, whose turn is it to describe an NPC?
Fallen, but
That's good.
small, emo, and anime.
Yeah, I was gonna say, small anime boy.
Yep.
Are we related?
I'm not an elf, sir.
Right.
Can you tell me more about your dog?
Okay. His name's her name's Darts.
Okay.
It protected me most of my childhood, and that because I don't know how I can do this, but then he just like produces like flame on his hands.
Oh.
And I can just do that. And then people were picking on me one time because I was weird because I can do that and my family's dead. And then my shadow changed into a dog and it just and now it's
You're
big.
going to make a great adventure someday.
Does that sound like any kind of magic I'm familiar with? My shadow turned into a dog one time.
Let me open my player's handbook.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Everyone can, because 3 of you live on this side with magic, and the person from the non-magical continent is studying magic.
24.
4.
24, you've got this covered. Shadow Sorcerer. Normally they can only produce this dog once every so often, but somehow this kid has it out permanently.
Fascinating.
All right,
You
so
guys haven't seen the dog. I'll just sorry for wasting your time.
Oh,
You
we're
know-
not wasting our time.
how about you stick with us for the time being, at least? I gotta look to everyone like, I just offered something. Like, is this okay?
Yes, yes. And we're going to be going throughout the town. We'll look for your dog.
Awesome. Cool.
So,
My name's Leo.
oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't want a place to stay, aren't you?
That's actually where we were going.
Yeah. Where were you advised to go?
The frog on the log?
That's a terrible place. I would not go there. It's down a dark alley. Did you not know that?
Oh yes, we were told the alley wasn't very dark.
Oh no, it's really dark and dangerous. It's even signs, dark alley. Who walks down a dark alley? Okay. There is one called the Fisherman's Wharf. That's actually really nice. It's the one that smells least like fish.
Ironic.
The name really, it tricks people.
In sort of a bad way, though, not the way
Well,
you want
no.
your inn's name to be tricking people.
Well, it's more to keep. It's more so the locals can stay at a place that smells less like fish.
Right.
Tourists won't want to stay there because they're going to be like, oh man, that's just going to be full of fishermen and smell like fish.
That's very smart
One-
business.
One
Yeah.
thing that inns hate are tourists.
All around here, yeah. There's enough of them anywhere else.
Doesn't really seem like a destination town.
Right.
Right
No
now it
offense.
is. I don't care. Most of these people don't like me.
Well,
You're gonna make a great adventurer one day,
Oh,
kid.
great.
Ruffles his hair.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of my characters from Curse of Strahd when I was a guest. LB hates this character because I betrayed her. But
aw.
this is him when he's not an arsehole.
So as we're going along, just like if he's like out of earshot or whatever, I'm just like trying to tell everyone that he has magic powers. I mean, he inborn magic, much like Ivelios, what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it sounded like. I mean, other than the dog thing, I've never had that happen.
Well, yeah, that it's a different offshoot, I think. It's more of a shadow magic.
All right. Oof. I don't know.
Wolf
Maybe
is
we should
right.
send them up to my parents. They're pretty good at training sorcerers.
Well, we
That's
can.
an awfully long way to send a young boy that we've just met.
It also might be better
yeah.
to keep an eye on him for a while. One of the inborn abilities they have, this summoning of a creature from a shadow, the wolf, I assume. It should not be permanent.
Do you know what potential ramifications there might be of it being summoned permanently?
Well, aside from the fact there might be a wolf made of shadow roaming around the city, no, it's I don't know. It's possible it's gained some kind of sentience. It's possible that it's draining his life force from him. It's also possible that he's just incredibly powerful.
So should be kind of wary about him.
I think we should be kind to him.
Can't do that.
And I do think we should look out for this dog.
Maybe once we get our lodgings, we can go check out the dark alley. I mean, it's a shadow creature. Maybe it goes to where there's shadow and darkness.
Possibly. I really just wanted to look at the shiny rock.
Yeah, but I mean, this is going to be pretty cool.
The
This
kid
is
is also local, so it might have some inside track.
Oh, just ditch the kid. Just do what Chester's parents did. Wait here. We'll be back for you.
And then I think at one point I'm just like, so, Leo, tell us about your town.
Oh, it's a fishing town. And then the meteor fell, and then we became really busy. That's my town.
Fair enough.
There is, and it was like pointing off to like the cliff face, and you'll see there's like this old rickety building. It's like, we have a haunted house.
Really?
Yeah.
What sort of haunting?
The haunted kind?
Well, vengeful spirits, or women in white, or ghouls, or...
I don't know. There's just weird sounds coming from there. Everyone says stay away from there, but I really want to explore one day. When I find darts, that's where I'm going.
Maybe I'll go with you.
I can try and punch some ghosts there.
Right?
yeah. Could darts have gone ahead of you if you want to go there so bad?
Maybe. I don't know. He's never like left me before.
And he's usually really small. You said.
Yeah, he's usually he was a puppy until like the other day, and now he's an adult.
Now, did he just run off? Or
I don't know. He just went ahead somewhere the other day and like didn't return.
okay. But you saw him leave, like go somewhere.
Yeah.
He didn't just like vanish.
He kind of just ran.
Once we got our lodgings, why don't you take us back to where you last saw him, and we'll see if we can pick up the trail.
Okay.
Can you do any other magic since he got big? Like you said, you could do fire. Could you maybe now do like ice or something too?
Let me just see if I still have Leo's character sheet. Okay. He does have other spells. His character sheet is currently gone, so I have to recreate Leo. But we can organize the lodgings. I thought I still had him, to be honest. We can organize the lodgings as everyone's having their break. So it is break time.
Sounds
and I'll
good.
get Leo up and running again.
Cool.
This is why you should always check to make sure that your characters are still around before you throw them into a game. Like, I still have him.
Or else your party might adopt him immediately.
I knew that was going to happen. It's Leo. He's like the coolest little kid ever. Yeah, grab a drink, grab some food, then come back as we explore a potentially haunted house on the hunt for a missing shadow wolf, while other people get the meteorite out of the ocean for us. And we're back. Welcome back, everyone. For the break, everyone was just going to book rooms at the Fisherman's Wharf, which they've managed to do without any hassle. It smells less fishy than outside, so it's like a reprieve from the smell of seafood. And doesn't look like there's any troublemakers in here. Did you ask if Edge Dad had booked in here? Or if anyone's seen inside of him?
I mean, I think maybe ask Leo that, then potentially, ask the innkeeper if they've seen someone like that.
Leo hasn't seen anyone matching the description, but the innkeeper does remember someone matching that book a room here, but they're most likely helping with the meteorite retrieval and should be back tonight. Would you like them to pass on a message?
Yeah, but we should probably let him know that we're here and willing to help if he needs it.
Okay, and you guys are... Is there a name
Let
for
him
this?
know that. Go ahead.
The Knights of Chill.
Knights of Chill. With a K, like guard nights, or is this like nighttime nights?
Both ways are fine.
Goes both ways. Done.
Fair.
So you're helping young Leo out. That's very nice. Wish he had more friends. Tell you what, for that, I'll give you a discount on the rooms. We'll just...
Thank you.
Well, yeah, anything else?
Nope, we're done talking to you now.
Okay. Good. Not to chill. Bit rude. Is this opposite day? Like, are they the Knights of Chill, or are they like the knaves of rudeness?
If on opposite day we become the knaves of rudeness, that would be a great session.
You just gotta have some chill wait for that to happen.
So we're going to go to the haunted house now, look for the dog. What's the plan here?
Maybe start with where the dog disappeared and go from there.
Sure, yeah, it works for me.
Because, I mean, if that gives us nothing, then we know the haunted house is there.
Yes, I don't know how easy it is going to be to track a creature like that, but it's worth a try.
If it helps, we were kind of looking at the house, like down the hill, and he kind of ran off towards it. Not saying that's where he is.
Okay, so you're saying you were looking at the house with your dog, with your creepy shadow dog, and it went running off towards the... Sorry, you're not creepy shadow dog.
I think you're the
very
last
nice.
one of us to be saying shadows are creepy.
You're right.
Yeah.
That was judgmental of me.
Leo's
It was
gonna
more
start
for the
standing
flavor of
behind
the
curiosity,
description.
like a protector figure between, you big bully.
More for the descriptive. Your slightly spooky dog went running off towards the
Be a
spooky
very
house.
nice dog.
Yes.
Right. I think that the house is a good place to start looking then.
I think you're right.
That does make sense. Not gonna lie.
Leo, how old are you?
I'm 10.
Wonderful.
You're not one of those 10-year-olds that's like secretly 40 or something, right?
Well, what do you know? I'm also 10.
A lot bigger than me.
Yes, well,
I think
my
every
people
child of a
age
10-year-old.
a lot faster.
Let's not talk to the 10-year-old human child about mortality already.
I know about mortality. My parents are mortal. And he's gonna start skipping off towards the gate.
As most of them are.
You know,
This is
if anything, that made me doubt that his parents were mortal. Like,
Is anyone else a little is anyone else getting a little bit of a vibe from this kid?
What?
Or is it just me?
What do you mean?
Kid takes us to a spooky house. If he disappears when we like look away for something, then
oh, you mean like he's a ghost?
right.
Oh,
Lord
I
of
thought
the
you were going
Rings
to
and
say he
haunted
was someone
house.
in disguise and was going to trap us in a cave in again.
That too.
I thought
Could
this
I
thought
make
may
it-
come up. That's why I specifically had the innkeeper acknowledge him. 'Cause
Maybe the
everyone else has
innkeeper is in
ignored
on
him
it.
so far.
Could I
Maybe
go
I've
everyone
ahead
seen
in
The Sixth Sense.
Could I go ahead
Everyone in
and
this
roll?
town is a ghost.
That would be
What were you gonna roll, Saul?
just insight for like our whole experience with Leo so far. Make sure he's not trying to lead us to somewhere and harvest our
That's
organs.
my favorite. Can I insight this whole experience?
Well, I got a natural one, so
He is one of Barry's characters, so he probably has a plus 15 deception modifier.
No.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. This is the one character I did have deception as a proficient skill because I needed to lie to everyone initially.
Mm-hmm.
I've never maxed deception before. It's only been persuasion. That lack of that doubt. People just trust one of my players for once. One of my characters.
Why would we?
Why would we do that?
Because they've all technically not lied to you.
Finn lied
See that-
pretty hard.
That technically undermines everything that you said after it.
I just left things out. Okay. If you guys haven't moved at all, Leo's going to be at the gate to leave the
No,
town,
we
and he's
follow
just going to be
We're
yelling
following.
out, "Come on!"
We're at a
Like,
distance
"Just
talking
hurry
about it.
up."
Hmm.
Like mean girls.
Except you're the only one that's being mean.
Well, I'm just being cautious.
Mean to the character. You've all been mean to the player.
Dogs aren't spooky.
I was saying that only for the effect of the parallel between that and the house being oddly suspicious. I have nothing against this kid's dog.
How dare you?
I only
This is
hate
kid.
cats.
Well, you're really not going to get along with that King's Guard with their displacer beast with tentacles. Okay, so you end up at around 40 feet from the walls to this creepy house. What you do end up seeing is there's like a 6-foot wall around there, covered in everyone's favorite plant, a vine.
Fuck.
Whether it looks the same as the vines Bolin knows and loves, not really.
Did your dog go through the gate? Did you see? Were you
I
here
ran
when
up
he
the
when she ran
path.
off?
We were further back, but we ran up the path and like there's nowhere else. You hear a howl coming from inside.
Does
Could
that
be wind,
sound-
could be a dog, could be a ghost.
I guess we should go inside the house then, look for the dog. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Hmm.
So just for all our reference, I think it technically is a wolf.
Good to know.
Oh, she could just call it a canine. And
Does-
cover
does
the
it
I
have-
just
whole-
want them to know that if they see a giant wolf made out of shadow, they won't be afraid.
What
Okay.
what was
I
his
mean, is
name
it
again?
technically
What?
darts? I was going to say, is
Darts.
it technically a wolf or a dog if it's made out of shadow, right? Like,
Yeah, well, it's a shadow in the shape of a wolf. It's really big. It's like taller than me. Pitch black, deep red eyes. Looks demonic, but it's super friendly.
To be honest, it's gonna be a little hard to not just to not think, oh, I need to fight this before it hurts me.
Well, now we know.
When it was small, did it have red eyes?
Yes.
Or is that in the... Okay.
It's always had red eyes.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Now it's just bigger and it's just big.
Red eyes don't have to be scary. I say, looking around at everyone with bright red eyes.
All right. We won't shoot the dog then.
Okay. So there is a rusty metal gate that's like hooked onto the wall with like by one hinge. So it's like just swinging there. And then it's a nice little garden on the outside of the house.
Is it actually nice or is it all overgrown and stuff? Like, is it
There is
weirdly well kept?
there's a lot of weeds, but then there is one single rose bush near the gate that has pretty much taken over everywhere else.
So if we go through the gates, we'd be passing right by this rose bush.
Yeah, pretty much. This rose bush has to be walked past.
Not if you can fly.
Go through the gate.
Would you like me to check for magic first? No? Oh, okay.
And if you can do it without using too much energy,
It'll take a few minutes, but...
I think that's fine. I could, do a fly around, see if, there's anything else.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Detect magic. You don't detect anything in your radius at this point in time. It does last for 10 minutes, correct?
Mhm.
I will keep an eye on if you get into something within the next 10 minutes.
I'm gonna do the standard twin mage armor.
Have we had a long rest since we were down in Emberwell?
Yeah, it takes over a day to get here. Like getting to Emberwell takes 2 days. You get there on the second day. Seeing you cast mage armor, Leo's like, oh, that looks like a nifty little thing, and he tries to do it on himself, and he succeeds. Like, oh, look at that!
Wonderful.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try some stuff out later. But right now, save the spells in case there's ghosts.
Okay. I really just want to look at what spells you have and just have them copy you.
He has incredible
Trying to be
instincts.
like, what can a sorcerer do? Okay, are you flying over, Sol?
I mean, if there is no magic that Curiosity is sensing, then no, Saul will just go ahead and walk through the gate.
Okay. We're all walking through the gate. You do see further down, at this angle, you can see like a third of a well at the back of the house. Obviously, if you go a little bit further, it probably completes to be a full well, but you can just see part of it right now.
I thought maybe you meant like it had been 2/3 destroyed, but no, we can only see part of it sticking around.
You can only see a third of it.
So there are vines on the walls of the house, you said?
The vine, not on the walls of the house, along the wall of the like perimeter fence, the rose bush has kind of grown and just strangled everything, and it starts going around. They're very nice, pretty roses. No one knows how they're growing in this thing, considering everything else is like dead weeds.
Okay. I was just trying to decide if I was going to shoot them preemptively. So should we just go up to the front door, open it?
That or
suppose.
check out the well. Wells are haunted a lot of times.
Are there multiple haunted wells on your family's grounds?
No, just a lot of stories my brother has told me.
Well, I don't know. I don't imagine this wolf just went down a well, but you can look.
Those of you with a passive perception of 13 or higher, you do notice there is a cluster of small mammal remains in the tall grass around the well. So mice and squirrels.
Are they like fully picked clean to skeletons, or is it just like lots of, in various states of?
Various stages.
And I think, would put a hand out to Velis and be like, "Oh, you see that, right? Lots of little dead things by the well."
Yeah. Now that I'm looking over there,
So maybe we stay away from the well.
maybe the dog was eating squirrels.
Leo, does Darts eat things ever?
No. Dance doesn't eat.
Okay, so yeah, stay away from the well. Yeah, I do.
Fair enough. Shall we knock?
Oh, hold on. Would it be possible for me to roll survival to see if I can see magic wolf traces?
Okay.
See if I can tell where this dog may have gone on the grounds. That's only an 11.
You don't really see where magical shadow wolf prints are, but you do notice amongst the plants growing along the wall, there seems to be something that has made a large burrow underneath the roses.
Okay. Well, that might be where Darts came in through, or well, maybe through the gate, but something's over there under those rose bushes. A burrow of some kind.
Hearing that you say darts may be there, Leo's going to run off to start trying to investigate.
Leo.
I will fly over so that I am, next to him, maybe even getting there ahead of him.
Okay. You notice as you're getting there, next second, Leo screams out as the four giant weasels run out and they try and drag him into the burrow. This is the smallest one there. So we're going to have to roll for initiative and 8. Four giant
Fucking
weasels.
weasels.
I'm just picturing this little kid. Hey, what's over here? As weasels are trying to drag him in, like It style. I do not think we'll be fighting weasels today. This was
Well,
not
you
on
put
my
them here,
list of...
Barry.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting weasel fighting today. I don't know what I was expecting today, and weasels were not on the menu.
Are you going to take us over to the other screen, or?
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting there's the players ribbon as well. Shush, dog.
I cannot roll initiative today.
That's worse.
What is it? Anyone want to talk to fill this space? I'll mute myself because of the dog.
If you're interested in more GGK content, join us on Discord. You can follow the link below our faces here on Twitch and come hang out with us. Talk about all sorts of things. Lots of Animal Crossing. and other stuff. I'm so out of the loop right now as to what is actually going on in our Discord.
We're very hype about the announcement for the Hamilton film
Right.
being released on
Mhm.
July 3rd. What else?
The new Assassin's Creed game,
Mm-hmm.
Valhalla. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just a good time.
Yeah. A lot of memes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't worry, we're almost there, everyone. I did not realize exactly how big weasels were.
They are
Let alone
giant.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but weasels itself, we don't really have weasels over here.
What level is Leo? Because I just saw how much health he has.
Wait, what?
Leo has amazing.
Oh my god.
He's a beefy boy.
Jesus.
He has literally twice as many hit points as me.
It's more hit points than me.
Look, Leo's just a beefy boy.
So we don't need to be that concerned that the
Yeah,
weasels have
I
I'm not
guess
worried
he's
about
fine.
Leo at all.
He survived by himself. Okay,
He's
his
tough.
dog doesn't need to eat, so people give him enough food for two, and he's just like, okay.
That's
He
smart.
eats his vegetables.
He eats his vegetables.
Yeah, I know what this class is. I have an NPC that does it, and they don't get the shadow dog till 6th level. So
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's,
he had one who was level 1.
Yeah.
okay.
But that is like, that was just so we could have a little puppy. But I needed it grown for the story. Yeah, hold on, let's see. Yeah, there's no way these weasels are beating Aeos's dexterity. So
Did the initiative tracker go away?
Nope.
First,
Here.
this is the highest on 23. Yeah, oh man, people.
It just shows all the weasels as 0 right now.
Yeah, I'm putting in that thing, but they can't beat the 23. So to speed up the process, Avelios, feel free to smack a weasel or just stand there and watch a kid get dragged away.
All right. Yeah, I'll run up, and think I'm going. Can I? So they're all dragging them, right? So they're in pretty close proximity.
Yeah, they all just ran out of the burrow. So first one ran out, grabbed Leo. Other 3 ran out to see what else was happening around here.
Okay. So I'm going to try and twin spell and inflict wounds. One on the one dragging them, and one just another one that I can touch nearby. Just first
Okay.
level. That's a crit on the first weasel.
Oh
So
god.
that's the one that's holding Leo.
And an 18 on the second.
18 on the second, they both hit.
Okay. Stupid. I don't know that the kid has 50 hit points.
Yeah.
Kid alone, okay? He does his best.
All right. So the first weasel takes 42 necrotic damage.
Off goes the weasel.
And the second one takes 12.
Before you even get close to that first weasel, it's just disintegrating from the radiance coming from that hand. And the second weasel, whatever weasel sounds they make in pain, does that, and it's looking very rough. Weasel 1 down. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, one of the weasels turns and they're just going to claw at you because I think it's the one you hit just then. So we are. That is a nat 1, so nothing happening there. Curiosity. One weasel's in pain, one's just disintegrated, and two just haven't done anything yet.
I am going to. Oh shoot, Aeos is like right there in the middle of it, huh?
Yeah. We're out to save his new sorcerer friend. His prodigy. You'll probably teach him a thing or two about sorcery.
Yeah. I identify with this kid.
Let's see.
We don't have a full minute for you to cast Identify on him right now.
Oh man, that changes my plan. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna cast Web.
Okay.
Just on everything.
So everyone
all of
is
them.
Does it go over Leo as he's on the
Sorry,
ground
buddy.
prone and he's just
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
friends. Everybody gets to make a I think it's on their turn they make a saving throw. I'm looking. Yeah, starts its turn in the webs or that enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. Or it gets them.
Okay. Cool. At least it's not a strength saving throw because Leo's not that strong. He's just a healthy boy.
Will fit in perfectly with our not strong party.
So yeah, I think she's just like, because this is the first time she's cast this spell, so it's probably a little bit of a disaster. But kind of like holds onto the crystal and it like glows for a second, and then puts out a hand, and there's just like, just webs everywhere.
Hey, moving at all? Or are you just standing there like, what I do?
No, I'll stay there.
Olin.
Okay. I'm assuming. Am I outside the webs? Am I good?
If you're next to Curiosity,
I was-
Yeah, so just kind of went like forward and like over the weasels
Okay.
and Ivelios. Sorry, pal. You're gonna need a
I
shower,
think you'd
probably.
be safe from the web. It's more the other three kind of ran up.
Yeah.
One got. Yeah, the other three are by the weasels.
Sure. Okay. Well, just
It's sorry, I was trying to see what it is. It's a 20-foot cube.
So even some goes
Okay.
up the wall, and it's just like.
it's
Big
everywhere.
fan.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot one of the weasels. My crossbow. That's a 14.
Are we shooting the injured weasel, or are we going for?
Yeah,
the
we'll go for
healthy
the
ones?
injured weasel first.
The injured weasel. You do hit.
Okay. That's 10 points of piercing damage.
Yep, that one is gone.
All right. On to the next one. I fire my other hand crossbow. That is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay. That was cocked. That was bad. 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay. That one takes the hit, but doesn't seem that phased. Like it
I'm
did
just
full
gonna
damage, but it's still healthy enough to continue its fight.
Yeah. I'm just going to hang back where I'm at right now. Feel comfortable here.
Okay. So,
All right. I said I'd flown up to try and beat him to the burrow, so I'm probably there. So I guess
if you were
I need to make
flying,
the-
you wouldn't be webbed, I don't think.
I would have
It's-
landed there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
it's just
also
5 feet off the
two,
ground. So
But so dex save, which I'm supposed to be good at.
you could do it.
Do I want to spend my inspiration? Because I've been rolling garbage
Is it
tonight.
just so you can move, or are you restrained in web?
Oh no, you get restrained.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I get restrained by the web. Okay, but so this is probably like mid quarterstaff swing on one of these weasels and then gets so gonna roll at disadvantage. Does a 10 hit?
No, sorry.
Yeah. Gonna try and scratch one with one of my talons. Does an 11 hit?
No, sorry.
Okay, that is my turn.
Okay, being prone, Leo has what, disadvantage, or does he just automatically fail dex saving throws? Or is it just normal?
I think it's disadvantage.
Prone 5e. Prone, scroll, disadvantage on attack rolls. Nothing about. Oh, disadvantage on dex saving throws for being restrained, or is this see if I'm restrained?
The saving throw is to see if you get restrained, so.
I get restrained. Leo rolled a 2. That's only a 4. Oh, and it's a strength check to see if you can break free from that. If your speed's 0, you can't even get up. So I can attack at disadvantage. And attacking the person who is restrained gives you disadvantage anyway, but attacking someone who's restrained is advantage. So either way, that counters everything, correct? Math-wise?
Well, I guess it depends on if the weasels are also restrained.
Yeah, so they don't
we
make the
don't know
save
yet.
until their turn.
Oh, so we don't know if they're restrained yet. So I just have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Leo's just going to try and shocking grasp one of them. Just going to try and reach out and grab one. So one roll was a 12, the other was a 17. So the 12 plus this thing, yeah, it's 19, which means that beats the class save for the AC. This is the one that's been hit by the crossbow bolt. He does 10 lightning damage to it, and you just see it kind of like start smoking a bit, and then it just collapses. And Leo's just killed a weasel. A 10-year-old just grabs an animal and just zaps it to death. Who is next?
Weasel's turn.
One weasel. One weasel's dead. That weasel rolled a 19 for its dex save.
Okay, it's fine. This has gone really good, I think.
And just because it saw some kid laying on the ground, easy meal, it's going to attack Leo. It gets advantage on the attack, which makes it a 14. Leo with mage armor is a 15. He just eats web. 7 and a 9 rolled. Aeos, can I get a dex saving throw from you, please?
Sure enough. Ooh, that's going to be an 8.
These webs restrained the allies, not
the... This last weasel is not hurt, right?
Not hurt. Your
Okay.
attacks are at disadvantage.
Yeah, which is why I'm thinking we'll go with Toll the Dead. So I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 7.
Okay, so he takes, I think, just a D10 because it's not. Let me double check on that. Because it's not the D12 because he's not hurt. Oh, it's a D8. Okay. So he takes 3 necrotic damage.
Okay, it's mildly annoyed. Curiosity.
Well, I probably dropped concentration on the web.
Okay.
This didn't work great. First try. I'll firebolt the weasel.
Okay, thank God you dropped the web before your firebolt, or else.
Yeah, because it's definitely flammable. Da-da-da-da. Natural 20.
It's
Guess I'll just keep doing fire instead of other things. 1. 11. Fire damage. I rolled a 10 and a 1.
you've roasted him.
Yes.
Gone. Combat over, everyone.
Sorry.
Oh, there's no worries. Yeah, don't worry, and I'll help Leo up.
Weasels.
They weren't dark.
No.
That was scary.
Are weasel infestations a big problem around here?
I don't know.
Well,
He's 10. He's not keeping up with what's happening around town.
I don't know. He seems like a pretty self-sufficient young boy.
So let's not go in there.
So yeah, we were talking about, do we knock?
we should probably just go into a door at this point.
I think so.
Okay. Into the door we go. Marching order.
Saul will go first.
Okay.
I
If
see
no
all
one
of you
stops
thinking, we'll
Avelios.
just put Leo first.
Yeah, let's put our meat shield in front of us.
How wise are you, Fallen? Those weasels were a 12.
Less. Yeah, less.
What was their intelligence?
Were like a 4.
Okay,
They
so
weren't
I'm still
smart. They were
smarter.
wise. But they weren't smart.
I am also less wise than the weasels.
Okay. You enter the house, so it's Soul first. Where did you want Leo? Because he's happy going any position. Just not near Fallen, because Fallen's being mean to him.
Leo would probably be shortly after me. He's probably eager to find his dog.
I don't think I've been mean to Leo.
You called his animal creepy.
I
He's
look
10.
to
That's
Leo.
an
I look to
insult.
Leo and I say, "Listen, I'm sorry that I called your dog creepy. I that wasn't what I was trying to get at. It was more the house that's creepy, making that connection. I'm sure he's a nice pup."
Okay. It's just gonna just turn away from you because he's a kid and he holds grudges.
All right, you
How
want
would
to
you
hold a
feel
dagger?
in All Mr. True if some person's just gone, "Gosh, your dog's creepy"? You'd
I
be
offer
like,
one of my
"How rude."
I offer him one of my daggers to hold.
He's gonna grab it. How smart?
Yeah.
How wise? Oh, he's smart enough and wise enough to know not to grab the sharp end.
Yeah, I don't hand him the shot. I flip it over in my hand and hand it to him hilt first.
Okay.
This dagger's pretty special, so hold on to it, all right?
Will do. Daddy puts it into a pocket.
No, I'm going to want it back.
He's not just gonna walk around. What happens if he has to run? You don't run with scissors,
Right.
so he's not gonna run with a dagger.
We're just letting him know.
The
It's
child
low
might
enough.
be wiser than you.
He
This child has
probably
wisdom
is.
of 18. He is wiser than you.
Holy shit.
He's
Wait,
wiser than
he has a
all of
wisdom
us.
of 18?
None of us have a wisdom that high.
Okay, when we find out this boy's a demigod in disguise,
Then we're
I
gonna
called
be
it.
glad we were all nice to him. That was very
Yeah.
nice, Volan.
I think it's an 18. No, it's a 16. His constitution's 18.
He's as wise as me.
Oh, jeez.
No, you got +2 from his class, from his racial ability. So fuck you.
I just give curiosity a subtle thumbs up and continue creeping ahead into the scary fucking
Okay.
house we're gonna get murdered in.
So the house is dilapidated and damn, you know, there's patches of harmless mold. Specify harmless mold everywhere. The woodwork is rotten. There's cobwebs, a lot of dust. Parts of the wall has fallen down, so like the plaster on it, so you can see the wooden beams. Its structural integrity is still kind of there. It's got some fireplaces, but really narrow chimneys, so don't feel like we can just climb up to the second floor that way. There doesn't seem to be any footprints anywhere, so no shadow dog footprints visible. You do see as soon as you enter, you're in like a foyer area, and so there seems to be a few options you have. There is a hallway going straight ahead with a couple of rooms you can investigate, a hallway to the left, and there's a hallway to the right that is underneath a set of stairs going up to a second floor.
So should we split up and check the house individually?
That's the quickest way.
Splitting up sounds like a good way to get murdered in a creepy house, like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But the
I just
sooner
want
we
to see how the
find
group
dog,
responded
the
to that.
sooner we can get out.
Well,
Maybe you try
let's-
calling for him, see if he barks.
You just want me yelling out inside of a haunted house, like, "Hey, demon and ghost, yo, what up? We're here. Come haunt us."
I mean,
I
if,
mean,
if they are going to come, we've got this big open foyer. Better that than, opening the door and seeing, scary monster and having to fight in cramped quarters.
It's
Plus
also
we have about-
possible that there's nothing hostile in the house.
And we have about 30 seconds before Aeos does the same thing, so might as well just go ahead and get it over with.
That's true.
Why
I-
would I? He can just do it then?
But it's your dog.
Your
Dogs will
dog.
listen to you.
Oh, yelling out the dog name. I thought you meant like yelling out, "Hey, demon boys, come kill us."
No.
Wait, are there demon boys in this house?
I don't know.
It's just an oddly specific thing to say.
I just said ghosts and spirits and stuff a sentence ago.
Leo, you
I
know
thought
she's
I'd
not a
vary it
demon
up.
girl, right? Just because of the horns and the
Don't-
tail.
I didn't even
Don't-
notice the horns or the tail.
It's the only intimidating thing about me, Soul. Don't ruin it.
And the red eyes. Remember, you guys were really scared of red eyes. She's scary.
It wasn't so much that I'm scared of red eyes. It's just if something's eyes turn red, it's usually a bad sign.
Okay. Leo will yell out, "Guts!" No reply.
Hmm.
Oh. You don't hear any movement in the house either, so it doesn't seem like there's any ghosts, demons, devils, zombies, skeletons, anything which could be associated with a haunted house. Clowns coming for you.
Either way, we should probably still stay close, just in case. I mean, something happened to make this place become abandoned.
Right.
We'll search
So,
methodically then. So we've got a couple of rooms here, and then one hallway, and then the next. Easy.
What's the window situation in this room? How much natural sunlight's coming in?
There's 2 windows like 10 feet either side of the door you entered. And then everything else is kind of, there's no like exterior walls anywhere really close by. But the hallway to like at the northeast corner of this foyer room, there's light coming from there. There is light in the other rooms, so it's like not super dark. People can see. Soul can see easily. I think Leo can see as well. Yeah, he doesn't have dark vision either. He's just
So we just go right to left, start opening doors, peeping in.
Right hand wall lock. I'm cool with that.
okay. So you're going right first. As you look down that hallway, there are 2 doors, both on the right hand side to separate rooms. Which room are we going for first?
Both or one, if we're sticking with, just follow the right wall.
Okay, so the first one. Okay, the first one is you open it up, all you see there's like a broken down little lounge, little 2-seater broken. There is a rug, and on that rug there are a cluster of red mushrooms growing. Oh, and there's a fireplace.
Is anyone good with fungi?
He's a pretty good person to take to a party.
I can take a look.
I will let you know the things Leo is good at is
Oh,
deception, but he hasn't been deceptive.
I might
proficient.
actually be good. I have an herbalism kit. I could
Oh,
try and
yeah.
check it out. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
also
yeah,
proficient
just-
in nature, so
Yeah, just so you know, he's good at deception, investigation, persuasion, and survival. So if you want him to do any of those,
so
his
he's good at
investigation's
deception.
kind of shit.
Mhm.
He's just proficient in it.
I have investigation.
Okay, people roll for us.
$17.
Bad. Just no. I can't roll good on anything outside of combat.
Yeah. Also very bad.
Aw, buddies.
Curiosity, you look at these and you realize the mushrooms are actually harmless. Could be actually good in a meal.
Oh,
They're not poisonous. And as you are looking up, you see into the fireplace. And with that roll, you do happen to notice that there is a small little cavity in there, and there seems to be a little leather pouch.
I try to get it.
You go get it. Nothing attacks you. As you open it, there are 2 cut pieces of blue quartz worth 10 gold each.
Oh,
Anyone harvesting the mushrooms, or are we just going to leave the food?
they're harmless. Mostly make a decent dinner ingredient.
Oh. I started picking them up then.
Whereabouts on the rug do you step? Oh,
Fuck.
We're good. So you
All
leave and
right,
go
can I just-
right into the other room?
Did I just add red shrooms to my bag?
Yeah. Good. They're harmless, but they may have some psychedelic effect. I haven't decided.
Sweet. Best type of ingredient for food.
You think everyone in
Yeah.
the town's undead again?
I'm making so many edibles when we get back.
I mean, that's why I have an herbalism kit. So we can get some stuff going.
Get a nice chill weed red shroom.
You really shouldn't
Okay,
mix them.
That's how opposite day happens. It's an effect code. It's not an actual day. It's just the effect. So you're going out to the next room, correct?
Yes.
Okay, the next room, you open that. Similar to the last room you were just in. Very bare. There seems to be a large bit of plaster that has fallen from the ceiling on into like the center of the room. Apart from that, just cobwebs and dust. No fireplace here.
All right, next one.
Okay, so you finished this hallway. You're just sticking to the right, correct? So the next you'll end up going to the north direction.
Yeah, it would be the central hallway.
Yeah, okay. So that central hallway, you're going up, and your first room, which you come across, you open it, and it seems to be a type of study office room. There are 2 armchairs that face the fireplace. Both of them are like shredded and torn up, like something slashed at them to search inside the stuffing. But apart from that, the frames are all good. It's just the cushioning. So if you want to, get a reupholstered, they're actually pretty good chairs. And there's the broken table to your left. Yeah. Fireplace, 2 shredded chairs, broken table.
I don't see anything in there. No dog prints or anything. Just move on to the next one.
Just moving on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless anybody's
one.
wanting to go inside these rooms and check for secret doors and revolving bookshelves and
I mean, I can.
I kind of want to, yeah.
And
Yeah,
just like
looking.
a minute poking around each room.
Okay.
We found a hidden thing in the first room, and then we're just like, well, we're good on all the other
Yeah.
rooms.
Yeah, I guess we should investigate the rooms that we're passing by just very briefly.
Okay. Perception or investigation check.
And more than one
16
person
perception.
roll. Okay.
Whoever's looking, or you can help someone if you have a terrible
22.
22. 11.
15 perception.
15. Okay. You do notice, everyone notices there is a small little pile of mouse bones spilling out of the fireplace. But there is also one of the stone cut out above the chimney. Seems really obvious that it can be removed, like a hidden compartment. Just so you know, I will say that you did roll enough to work out that you could get it out without disturbing what could be in the chimney, considering the pile of dead mouse bones. And you notice there's a wooden box inside. Do you open the box? Do you take the box and open it? Or just be like, hey, look, there's a wooden box inside. Let's just walk away.
Bye.
I don't know. I'm just like kicking at the floor somewhere right now, so I'm not sure if I see this.
I'll take it.
Take it. If you open it, there are 2 small pouches of alchemical powders with 5 gold each. And there is 3 electrum.
Okay.
Now you have magical powder to go with your mushrooms, to go with your chillweed. You're fully set for a good weekend.
Yeah. Right?
Apart from that, there's nothing else really in this room. Continuing with your sticking to the right, the hallway ends up curving a bit, and it leads to a door which, if you open, you'll notice takes you to outside by the well. So, not planning on going outside?
Not yet.
Okay, so you go back. The first door you come across, you open it, and it leads into the kitchen. It's dirty like everywhere else. There's patches of grey mold and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. You see some iron cooking equipment, by a stovetop with a chimney above it to let all the smoke out. Yeah, there also does seem to be some wooden stairs leading up against the far wall. But the staircase looks a bit decayed, and there's a few of the steps missing, but enough that you could easily like just skip a step to get to the next bit.
That's good to keep in mind, but finish this floor first. But let's
Anyone
poke around
rolling
the
a
kitchen.
perception or investigation?
Okay, now I get a natural 20, so 23 perception.
23 perception. Everyone else?
8
20.
perception.
20 in what? Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, with the nat 20 of the perception, you notice there are no hidden compartments for treasure. There seems to be some movement by the sink, but judging by your time traveling in the wild and all that, they sound like they are the sound of large centipedes, so may want to be avoided. And you do see some tracks, not necessarily dog prints, but there are some tracks which have been covered with some dust, but it's more recent than everywhere else, leading towards the wall on your right. You both notice that there does seem to be a hidden door which can be opened where those tracks are leading to.
Just stay away from the sink unless you want to squash some big bugs. And we should follow this.
Try to figure out how it opens.
Okay, you would have seen stuff like this over on the eastern continent because they're all about non-magical secret doors and stuff. So a slight little push, you'd hear a click, and then it would open. In here, all you can really see in this room is there is heaps of crockery shards everywhere. There is a large copper cask that has been split down one side. There is a window, and there is a set of stairs leading down. I feel like your house would have one of these, even though you would never have gone into there. It's known as the scullery. And the stairs there would generally lead down into what could be called the cellar.
All right, so it's just the scullery, you guys.
It's possible that darts went down into the basement. It's even darker down there. And when you say a cask, I assume it's just like a cask that would hold a liquid, not like a casket.
Yeah, it's
There's
a
not a
cask which should
coffin.
hold it's the liquid. If you looked in, anyone can tell it would just be used to boil water.
Okay.
Well, should we check downstairs before heading upstairs?
I think it's a good point that it's going to be darker down there. So
Plus, if there's something down there, they might know that we've now opened the door, and so we should.
Leo's got a point. Technically, if we're sticking to the right, the stairs are kind of lead down and we're going right still.
Sound logic to me.
Downstairs we go. Okay, as you start walking down the stairs, I'm assuming it's the same marching order. You hear hideous screams as if a soul is being tortured downstairs. Can I get everyone to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy.
Deaf. Oh shit.
Unless what you were about to say?
Deaf.
Ah.
if you heard the screams,
Is this for being charmed?
frightened.
Okay.
Does an 18 succeed?
Yes.
Oh,
So
natural 20, 19.
21 for myself. I'm gonna have to peace out though. My fire alarm is going off in the building, so
Oh no.
it's
Oh no.
definitely just the people down the hall that smoke weed. But
Oh, good,
bye all.
man. We'll probably wrap it up here after this save.
Okay.
I won't get off my cam so I don't mess up your order or
Okay,
anything.
that's
but
fine.
later, y'all.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Yeah.
12.
And 12. That makes the save.
Oh,
The only
shit.
person who failed is Leo. So all that happens
No.
is they get disadvantage on all ability checks for 1 hour. And you can repeat the saving throw every 15 minutes. But yeah, how about we we've only got like 5 minutes left. We'll just wrap it up there. Heading down to a cell is a pretty good bit.
Yeah.
Pretty eventful game, everyone.
Yeah.
I thought just we're gonna die at one stage against that fire elemental when I saw the resistances and the immunities, and I'm like, oh man, that just made that. And then curiosity just running.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What?
Because there's left the Zoom call. We're out of order.
No, that's fine. Keep going.
You're out of order. Anything else, Barry, before I do our
No.
wrap up? All right. Am I even like presentable on the
No,
screen?
you're fine. It's just like
Okay,
half
cool.
of Barry's face. I'll fix it.
Okay. That's fine. It's
Lean to your right, Barry.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching. We will be back next week, same time, same place, to continue our adventure into the spooky cellar, see what the screaming is, and what's up with this little emo boy. We will, in the meantime, like I said at the top of the stream, we've got a bunch of other shows coming up over the next week. The next one after this will be on Thursday. That'll be All Myths Are True. Savannah's running it. It's Tales from the Loop. Come check it out. That's going to be at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here. The rest of our schedule is below our faces here on Twitch. I think it's mostly up to date. Everything that we're doing on our channel over the next coming weeks. We've got streams every Thursday, every Saturday, every Sunday, and every Tuesday. So pretty full schedule. Come check it out. Come hang out with us. We love having you. Join us on Discord, like we said a few times during our space filler moments. That's always the best place to stay up to date on everything we're doing on our channel. We do announcements and everything there. So just got to click that button, and then you're right in our little home there. The only other thing I'll promote, because it's not on this channel, is our on Fridays over on Counter Roleplay, starting on the 22nd of this month, May. Savannah is going to be running a masks game, Teenage Superheroes, called The Heroes Next Door. That's going to be every week, every Friday, starting on the 22nd at 3 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to be there. LB from Slang 101 is going to be there. And yeah, and a couple of other people that, if you watch any kind of roleplay stuff, I think a few of them have been on other shows. So it's going to be great. Very much looking forward to it. Anything else going on that we want to plug? No. Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Barry, for running a great session and not murdering any of us today, though you tried.
I tried.
You did.
We look forward to the day you continue to not succeed on that. But we will see everyone. I know that was gibberish. We will see everyone next week. Until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
And then
Good night, Internet.
Good night, peeps.